Unfortunately, we have to deal with this subject of godfatherism again. Godfatherism taken too far. I want to call it. It's what we are dealing again in River State. And for me, I think it is another unfortunate chapter in our nation. Um, Fubara is the governor of that state, and I don't think there should be any need for undue interference. Much as I know that people will have to support you to become whatever in politics, but I believe that after people emerge, after the elections, people should go straight into governance. But unfortunately, you see that most of the godfather begin to place demands, allegedly in this particular case now, that will become overbearing for the incumbent, for the sitting governor, which will make them have friction at the end of the day. So, much as I don't like referring to speakers before me, but I was surprised when the last speaker talked about the fact that whatever agreements that you have with your godfather, you just have to. I mean, when the interest is no longer the interest of the states, and I think any reasonable person should be worried over that. When the interest is becoming selfish, just as you pointed out the other time, that what of it the interest is selfish. And I'm also surprised that the definition of democracy is not being taken out of the people. You try to bring him back to that people, but he's taking it back to the fact that it's about your interest. The definition of your interest is what now? Is it not supposed to be the interest of the people that you carry in your heart, that you have as a vision? Should that not be what is driving you to seek for political office? You can see that they have redefined democracy to be a selfish kind of interest.
The personal thing.
Personal interests. And that is why you see all this friction. It's not about the people of Rivers. It's not about having a better life for the people of Rivers, but for selfish interests. It is being alleged that certain demands are being placed on Fubara, and that is what is causing some of this friction. Allegedly so, we must admit. But these are some of the things we see. If you remember even the case of Ambode here in Lagos a couple of years ago, if you remember, Michael, you were smiling.
Yeah.
The scene, one of the very scenes.
Why are you also smiling?
One of the very scenes of Ambode was that he's not playing politics. He's not playing politics with the leaders of the party. And if you go deep into that, you'll be surprised that he's not throwing money to the leaders of the party. Was that definition of playing politics? It is very sad. Very sad. And we must condemn it as a people. That politics or democracy should not be redefined as a selfish venture. But the interest of the people should be paramount in the mind of every leader.
All right, moving on to another story. Thank you so much, Michael. We have on the front page of the Punch newspaper, Senate launches fresh probe into Naira redesign. This was raised by one of the senators in the House, Adams Osho-Mole, that's the APC senator. And he has said that the House should go into investigation, on the Naira redesign, the crisis surrounding it, the money spent, the trouble Nigerians faced at that point in time. Do you think this is a good move? This is another problem for Emefiele.
If you ask me, I'm not too impressed about probes in this country. From antecedents, you see people set up panels, set up groups, reports will be submitted, and all you are going to see is that report will be confined into the dustbin of history. And so I am not too. I want to be cautious in my optimism when it comes to setting up groups, setting up panels to do what. Most of the time, the outcomes of these panels are just thrown away, and you just end up wasting people's time and resources in engaging in those kind of groups. So if the outcome will be anything to go by, if recommendations will be implemented, fine. But if it's not, they should stop all this probe and just face governance and move forward and drive this country forward rather than wasting time in digging the past, and at the end of the day you do nothing about it. And that's not how to build decent societies. When you set up pro panels, when recommendations are being given, they should be implemented. Those recommendations that you feel should be implemented. And if there are people that are culpable in the course of that group, they should be sanctioned. It must be seen to be done. That is what will deter others that intend to go into such evil ventures and all of that. So it's not just about setting up rules. We must be serious in terms of implementing the recommendations.
Okay, lastly, before I let you go, the president yesterday openly stopped his son from attending the federal executive meeting. How do you feel about this?
I'm very excited when I watched that video last night. It's a commendable one that President Tinubu can openly, and we must commend that. He could have addressed that issue at the background without anybody knowing that he addressed it. For him to openly mention it before the media that his son has no business at the federal executive meeting is a commendable one. I salute his courage for that. Sheyi Tinubu has no business, just as his father has said. We are also re-emphasizing that he has no business in that meeting. He's there as who now? Is there as who? That should be the question.
As the prince.
People should not. People don't understand where to draw the line. People don't understand that there are boundaries. Even when you are in power, you are in federal executive council meeting as who now, representing what constituency. So I want to commend again the president for that open correction. And I think I salute him for it.
Michael, thank you so much. That was a brilliant analysis from you. All right, thank you so much. Oh, Charles, I thought David was, Kunle was. Good morning to you, Charles. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Happy New Month.
Yeah.
Happy New Month to all our
Did I
listeners.
tell the viewers
All
Happy New
our
Month?
listeners.
Oh, did I say that? I'm so sorry, viewers
Happy New
across the
Month,
globe.
please.
Happy New Month to you.
This month will be the best new month for everybody.
Some of the viewers have not crossed into the new month.
Yes, it's true.
Some of them have not crossed. And for those that have crossed.
Happy New Month to almost everybody.
All right, it's a crossover season. We are saying Happy New Month to all the viewers watching us right now and the ones that will be joining us later. Happy New Month to all our esteemed viewers. Thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of this program. Please subscribe on our sister channel, Flip TV Plus. You can do us a favor by sharing this video. Very, very important. Share the videos. You're already commenting. We appreciate you for that. And on Facebook, you can join us at our Facebook handle, Flip TV NG, right? Flip TV NG on Facebook. You can also join or contribute on the program by clicking on the link at the comment section. Please drop the link there. Thank you so much. Charles, you're welcome on board.
Thank you, sir.
All right, the PDP governors are really excited on the move of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to solve the feud or rift between the incumbent governor of Rivers State, Fubara, and the ex-governor, Jeso Wike. Would you call this a good move by the president? And would you describe the president, or would you call the president a nationalist with this move? And did we witness this in the last administration? I'm talking about President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. I mean, this urgent move, to avert that crisis in that state.
Once again, Bro Michael, thank you for the question, and all our viewers, good morning. It's a good move. It's a welcome development because the last administration, there's nothing like this. We never experienced a good move like this. Remember, we're talking about PDP and APC. Tinubu is an APC member, and what is happening there in Rivers State is the governorship flag bearer happens to be a man from PDP, right? Fabulas. Well, it's a very, very good move by Mr. President. I commend him on that. That is why sometimes I said something here yesterday. There's always difference between Tinubu and Buhari. Buhari is a kind of somebody that you will talk. He will not even come out and say anything. But you look at the few days that we just, the little time that we have enough, the affair at the president of Nigeria, he has been able to come out and say one or two things to Nigerians like, this is a crisis. It's not easy. Wike should be very, very careful the way. I said it here yesterday. Somebody was asking me, do I really know whether it's Wike? Thank God, everything is now open. That Wike is actually the culprit behind whatever that is happening in River State. You cannot make yourself Lord and God over people that you know. Yes, we believe, we actually know that in politics that some people have to play an important role for you to be there. But that doesn't mean that those people should be there in your life forever in giving you an advice that you think that is not meaningful to yourself. When you look at what happened, Wike wanted to bring in the speaker himself to become the governor of that particular state as it stands now. But, okay, look at what is happening. About 74 hours have been given to the commissioner of police there. The heads, as in what I may call, the big boys in Port Harcourt have given the commissioner of police 24 hours for him to be removed from that particular city, because a governor cannot be coming and you are there shooting gun. Meanwhile, you know that this is the person that you have been saddened to protect even the life of the citizen, and you are shooting gun at the scene where the governor is. So definitely, whatever that is going on in River State is a welcome development for an eye-opener to almost all the political parties in Nigeria. For them to know that you cannot continue to feel that you're going to be the Lord, the warehouse and everything about you. You know, everybody should depend, both on adverts and everything. Everybody should come and depend on you. Wike should have known that he was one time the state commissioner for states. Minister for states under was it Goodluck Jonathan, and he became the governor for almost 8 years. And now you are the minister. What else are you fighting for? Allow this young man. This is just barely 4 months at the office, and you are there fighting a man that is still there, that has not even sat himself down to know how to even set his government. So Wike should be very, very careful. I was telling somebody that Wike is somebody that loves attention so much. You know, he's very, very careful because nobody is happy. Thank God. Ahmed Bola Tinubu, in his wisdom, God are giving him the wisdom for him to know that these things should not be like that. Wike is a two-faced man. They should be very, very careful with that kind of human being, because I don't even trust him that much. You don't know whether he's a PDP member. You don't know whether he's even under APC. So they should be very, very careful. I commend Bola Aswaju Tinubu for that move. It's a welcome development. Kudos to him.
All right, it's a welcome development. Kudos to him. And on the fresh launch on the right, I'm talking about the probe on Naira Redesign by the House. How do you feel about it?
Well,
do you welcome the idea?
My brother, I don't think. I don't think there's anything much to be very, very much excited with the panel.
So the House forget about it?
Do you know that most of these houses that call themselves senators or House of Representatives, they are not using panel to siphon our public funds. You will find out that what is the difference between a thief and a public, a person of public fund? What is the difference? So we should stop speaking this big grammar in such a way that these people are thieves. You know that this person stole the money. Bring him and, but what's the problem we are having in Nigeria is that you will call yourself that you want to put a panel together. And that little panel you want to bring in, let's assume that it's going to be like 5 panels. How many millions of naira will be spent on that panel? At the end of the day, there's no fruitful, no meaningful information will be yielded out on by that, what I may call the panel that they have just excited or put in place. So we are tired. These are just means of wasting money. You know that this person is stealing money. You know that even the Emefiele issue, we are tired of Emefiele issue. The panel. This is another means of siphoning public funds. So they should be very, very. We are not happy with whatever that they are saying. Sometimes they will come out and tell that their 15-man panel have been set aside. Out of that 15-man panel, you find out that you ask yourself, do you think ordinarily they are there? Every sitting they go for, a money is involved. Sitting allowances is involved. So what exactly are those panels doing? Even to the essence of bringing out the standard of information that we are meant to be given to us citizens of Nigeria. So we are not happy with whatever panel they are setting aside. They should go and sit down. The government should sit down properly and start doing things in such a way that they're going to favor the masses, because we are tired of the masses. We're tired of whatever they're saying.
All right, thank you so much. Let's quickly move down to the comment section. What's Gladys Oyabu saying? Yeah, we are creating situations for the world to see us as lawless and unpredictable people.
Exactly.
We can watch it.
Exactly. Thank you.
You are crossing into another person's lane. Concentrate on your job in Abuja FCT.
Very simple. I said it here.
I think I saw. Yeah, continue.
See, let's tell ourselves the truth. You are once the Minister for State for Education during Obasanjo, right? During Jonathan. Now you became the governor for 8 years. Now you are now the minister of one of the best portfolio we have, being the FCT. Whether you like it or not, it's one of the best ministerial portfolio we have in this country, being the minister of FCT. What is your problem? God have given this young man, Fabulous, the opportunity to become the governor of that particular state, and you want to cross his lane. We have to be very, very careful, because it's just a picture. We are just trying to tell the whole world that we are not even ready for most of these democratic settings. We have to be very, very careful. Nobody is happy that a crisis will be going on. I have my own state. I have my own crisis in my own state to contend with everybody. But the crisis of Wike going in as crossing another person's lane is too much. It's getting much. You cannot make yourself the Lord and the God over
the Alpha and Omega.
Right? Wike should go and sit down, because people are watching. Are you getting me? People are watching. Even Jagaban himself should be very, very careful with somebody like Wike. I will say it, and I will continue to say it time without number. You should be very, very careful with that kind of human being, because you cannot continue to cross on people's lane like that. Look at Abuja. You want to destroy the mosque that was there even before you started politics. So you should be very, very careful on how you cross people's lane. Thank you.